Hello, my name is Pew Pew Choo Choo, and inside this video, we'll be starting our game inside Distant Worlds Shadows. One of the biggest additions to Distant Worlds inside the new expansion pack Shadows is the ability to play as a pirate faction. Inside the original game, you could only play as a spacefaring empire. To put that into perspective, think of the barbarians inside Civilization. Currently, I'm generating a map to play on. We'll be playing on a fairly Wild West type of map with plentiful alien colonies, a medium-sized world split into clusters for easy management. Right now, you'll be looking at a few of the pirate playstyle overviews. Essentially, players can choose an archetype to support their playstyle. I'll be playing as the balanced playstyle so that we can see a little bit of everything. So now that we've chosen the balanced playstyle and started the game, we're greeted with a small spaceport, 2 escorts, a handful of civilian ships, that is freighters and mining vessels, a single construction ship, and 2 exploration ships to start off our pirating journeys. I'm going to take a quick look at all of the ships I have individually, but for now, the basics are that we have 2 escorts that I've put in a fleet. We have 1 construction vessel, which I've put under manual control rather than automation, and we're left with 2 small freighters, 1 gas mining vessel, and 1 mining vessel. I plan to be using my smuggling vessels, aka the freighters, more than usual as I plan to pursue a smuggler's path early on during the game. Here, I upgrade my civilian ships to include 1 blaster so that they can protect themselves in the event of an enemy attack. After all, we are pirates, so our ships will be hunted down by other rival pirate factions and sometimes the empires when they get strong. Now that we've gotten all of that out of the way, let's take a look at the bigger picture. What type of galaxy are we playing on, and where exactly are we, and where are targets of opportunity? So, let's see what we have going on inside our little cluster of the universe. We have a few independent colonies, and we have 1 space empire marked with the orange background. The independent colonies marked with the gray circle will become opportunities for raiding and trade. For now, we won't worry about the spacefaring empire. Here, I go to my construction yard tab and I build a few things. First and foremost, I need to get a few military ships so that we can reinforce our 2 escorts. I built a few destroyers, and seeing as how we can build 4 at a time, I decided to build 4. Furthermore, I decided to build 4 medium freighters so that we can use them to smuggle goods in and out of planets later on. At the moment, as pirates, we have a monopoly of sorts on space. Apart from other pirate factions, no other people should be able to go out into the galaxy and build mining operations. While the pirate lifestyle may be fun, raiding planets and capturing ships isn't the most reliable form of income. If I have these smuggling ships, and I have spacefaring construction ships, I might as well set up a rudimentary resource extraction operation on some of these planets, and dig up some of the resources these independent colonies need, and as you can see here, they've actually given me a few incentives to do so. So it looks like the 2 independent colonies require lead for whatever reason right now. It's a good thing we have a moon inside our system which actually produces the resources. I'm going to build a resource extractor, a mining station on top of it with my construction vessel. I send my escorts to protect my construction ship, seeing as how it's the only one we have. A major disadvantage of being spacefaring pirates is that we do not have a colony to actually build ships for us. Therefore, we can't produce certain ship hulls such as construction vessels. Later on, when the empires take to the stars, we might be able to capture some, but for now, holding that ship is vital. Since everything's going fairly well, let's take some time off and see what our exploration ships have been up to. It looks like they're passively exploring, so I'll leave them alone. Alright, well, as you can see, our resource extraction operation has been set up. It turns out there were actually 2 lead-producing planets inside our home system, so I've decided to actually put a mining station on both of these. These stations will just be passively generating lead and some of the various other resources present on those planets. Our freighters are largely automated. They will be able to pick up these ores by themselves and drop them off to the planets by themselves. Now that that's covered, it looks like we need to solve the immediate problem of running out of funds. Now those ships and those mining stations did cost us a hefty bunch. So I'm gonna come over here. First and foremost, I'm gonna eliminate some of these independent freighters, so then our smugglers should be able to get away unhindered. And secondly, I'm going to raid this planet so that we can take either some of their resources, some of their credits, or some of their technology to either trade or use to our content. It looks like that was a very successful raid. It actually happened quite fast and I didn't get time to catch the message. Let's see what we got from that raid. Well, it looks like we netted a little bit of credits. 6k, not much, but still pretty good. Oh, it looks like one of our exploration ships is under attack. I wonder where he is. I see. It looks like our exploration ship found a enemy spaceport. There are other pirate factions out there in the universe. It looks like we found one of their bases. Later on, we can snuff them out, which actually includes a chance of them joining us if we destroy their spaceport. Alternatively, we can actually capture that and use it as an outpost of sorts, a secondary base of operations. For now, let's take a look at our factions' spending and income. We're making a little bit off of protection agreements, we're making a little bit of looting destroyed ships, but the primary source of money is mining and selling information. I've taken the liberty of selling some information to the empires off-screen. Early game, some of the maps to various different independent colonies and other various things are quite valuable, so I can sell these to the empires for an extra buck. It looks like we didn't make very much money off of smuggling, but it looks like we made quite a lot of money off of mining. Perhaps the other factions' freighters are a little more effective than ours, or something's going on with our freighters. At the meantime, I'm not quite worried, seeing as how we're still making quite a buck. As you saw there, I took a little look at my expansion planner, and now I'm trying to figure out a few more places to plug a few of those resource extraction stations down, whether it be gas or mining. It looks like we've gained an extra construction ship somehow. Perhaps one of our frigates had actually managed to capture one. Since we have 2, I'm going to automate one of them. What this will do is that it'll make it so that one of the construction vessels will always stay stationary. It won't build anything new unless we tell it to, and another one will go out amongst the stars and find valuable resources or plentiful resources and build its own mining stations there. Now that we have 2 of them, I'm willing to run the risk of losing my construction ship, simply because we have another to spare. In the meantime, let's make some more money by raiding a few more planets. It looks like another quick land grab raid happened. We gained another valuable thing. It looks like we grabbed the colonization tech from these people. Colonization is one of the 2 major technologies to the empires. To us, it doesn't matter all that much, but to them, it is crucial to get to the stars. It's not likely we'll be trading that technology for money anytime soon. While we were raiding, it looks like a smuggler decided to join up with us. I'm not exactly sure on what factors influence this. However, I presume it's a mixture of us discovering new locations and our faction becoming quite popular with people of low moral fiber. And just as we've made one discovery, it looks like we made another. We found an abandoned ship in space that may have some advanced technology. I'm going to board the ship, power the systems back online, and fly it back to our dockyard so that we can deconstruct it for its technology. As pirates, we don't have much in terms of technological research. Well, that concludes our first steps inside Distant World's shadows. Be sure to like and subscribe the video, and also be sure to comment in the section below or on the Matrix Games forums on what you think we should do next.